Welcome back to Market to Market. Kadisha Munroe learned to make pastels by observing her grandma preparing the Christmas staple while growing up. Not willing to let the tradition go, Kadisha decided to put her business education and pastel making abilities to use by starting a Christmas catering business, Pastelles Anyone? Join me as Kadisha and I chat about her new business venture. Pastelles Anyone? Clearly, you're providing pastels to the public. Are there any other products offered by Pastelles Anyone?
Yes, Pastels Anyone is in its third year of operation. We started in 2011, and this year we officially extended the product line by including puncha creme, black cake, and sorrel. We cater for residential, corporate, and social activities or events, as the case may be. Because we're a small-scale type of business presently, of course, we will determine, or we will know the size that we're going to be able to adequately cater for. Because our thing is to ensure that we have 100% service level at all times. But this year, we're bigger and better and ready to serve the public.
How did you learn the art of pastel making?
I learned pastel making from my grandmom. She's about 86 years now. Unfortunately, she is not in a position to physically make pastels. So I'm really happy that I was able to gain the knowledge and actually see her make the pastels, all the different variations from the decades that she would have been making pastels coming up in the years. It wasn't something that I was longing to grow up to be, but it just so happened. I studied business, so it came naturally to me to see how it is she can sustain this initiative for so many years and still find it fruitful or bringing in a certain amount of revenue that is encouraging to her. And I was like, why not try it and see where it can get me with, my background and theory and practical to send it forth.
So it's basically her own testimony of how pastels provided an income for her that made you decide that, hey, maybe I could do this as a real business.
It had an influential part, yes. In addition to that, I also noticed that the tradition was not necessarily active within the family. A couple relatives will make it for their own households, but to say on a business level or to really supply the public with, that was lacking. And I thought that I can pick up on that slack and run with it.
Why should people order from Pastelles Anyone?
That's a good question. First and foremost, we are what you would call 21st century pastel suppliers or caterers. We pride ourselves in marketing and packaging. This year we focused a lot on the presentation of our products. So we went all out and we ensured that we had uniforms. So every member wears a particular t-shirt, a uniform t-shirt. Our packaging is of a standard size, our bottles are of a standard size. We have labels to accurately identify and to specify the ingredients that are within the different products that is being supplied. We pride ourselves also on 100% service level in terms of whatever you order, you can almost always guarantee that you would get that full order. So if you're looking for punctuality and accountability and delivery, Pastels Anyone is your first choice.
Is it a full service catering setup in that you can attend the events and serve the people, or you just drop off?
Because we're only in our third year of business, we're not full service just yet. So yes, we do deliveries. If it is you would like us to supply any extra utensils or extra gadgets to assist you with the actual serving of the products, that can be negotiated or factored in. But to say that we actually serve the products at the events. No, not presently.
Pastels aren't just beef pastels anymore. You have a variety of pastel types to cater to people's culinary tastes and whatnot. What types of pastels do you offer?
We have 4 variations. We do beef, chicken, fish, and vegetable pastels. With the vegetable pastels, we do organic, authentic vegetables and not soya or alternative type of ingredients. We include what you may call premium type vegetables, Christophine, broccoli, and all the different premium type of veg that one may want to see within their pastel. In addition to the regular carrots and primary vegetables that you would get at any regular supermarket. We're also reasonable in terms of affordability, and a small order usually can be delivered same day to 2 days delay. So right there and then, yeah.
So I call this morning and I get it by this evening?
Yeah, once we have the stock, yes, same day to a 2-day delay in terms of delivery, yeah.
Okay, tell me some more about your panchagram.
Okay, well, panchagram, we have the basic ingredients, which is milk, egg, condensed milk, water, the basic stuff. What gives it that extra kick or that extra punch, not for knocking it, we add some spices that would really give it the additional flavor. There's obviously the alcohol that is going to give it the boost, and up to now we haven't had any negative responses or feedback, and we plan to keep it that way. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
All right, and the sorrel.
Sorrel, pretty much the same thing. Definitely its base ingredient is the actual fruit sorrel. You have water, sugar, a couple of spices, and yeah, the spices is what will really give it that additional feisty taste that you're going for. A lot of people ask us, why sorrel? Like, I could make my own sorrel. I'm like,
I can't.
You'd have those that can't, or you have those that just don't want to. And we are here to cater for either markets. It's not that you can't make it or you don't want to make it. We are here to supply it to you, and we're proud to do so.
Can you define your market a little bit better for me? Who would you say you're serving with these products?
We serve the public that is interested in it. What we try to do is, let me see, our main market right now is basically residential, household type of orders. We were successful in acquiring 2 corporate contracts in 2012. Yes, because it was corporate, it was a bulk or a mass order, and we rose to the occasion and was able to deliver on time and meet all deadlines and everything like that. So although we target residential households, we welcome the corporate entities. Once we know we can definitely deliver, we will go through with the order.
How do you promote Pastelles Anyone?
We're visible on a lot of platforms. We're on social media. Pastelles Anyone is our name on social media. We're on BBM, where you can find us word of mouth. We have a lot of flyer distribution that is ongoing right now. And by referrals or recommendations, we're proud to say that we listen to our customers or potential customers. Not everyone would always find it to their liking. Some might say it's a bit too spicy, or I wanted a little bit more of this, or whatever the case may be. Everyone's preference is different, but we try to tailor it to suit the customer, but at the same time not to lose our identity in terms of what it is we also believe is a ideal Pastelles Anyone pastelle.
I forgot to talk about the fruit cake.
Oh, you did? Okay. Okay, well, the fruit cake, you have your basic ingredients, the fruits that are soaked, well soaked at that. Usually cake making ingredients, you have your flour, sugar, eggs, and decorating, we put a couple cherries on top just to give it that contrast in color. And again, the packaging is what gives it the additional boost, as the case may be. So, yes.
Which is your favorite of the products that you carry?
I don't have any one favorite. I like all. I like all. You would feel for pastels one day, or you feel for all four one day, and hey, if it's available, why not indulge? But I am pretty cool with all of them.
Do you have like a minimum order that you accept?
No, because we're small scale, we cater to small orders. We do from half dozen upwards. Well, the largest order that we fulfilled was an order for 500 pastels, which is roughly 46 dozens at any one given time. So yeah, we're wide-reaching and flexible in terms of that. Of course, the order timing would be questionable. We're small scale, so 46 dozens will definitely, we'll need at least 2 weeks, a week and a half notice to know that this order is coming in.
Do you have any combo packages this year now that you've added the other products?
Not right now, because it's a bit, we're entering peak season. Items are sold separately. If it is that a big order is being made, we can facilitate different discounts, if you want to call it that. But to say any packages, no, they're usually sold individually.
Do you think there's a market for it throughout the year?
Definitely, yes. I don't think that has been explored to any real extent, to at least to my knowledge. I've tested the waters earlier this year by doing pastels for the Easter season. It was encouraging, but it was not overwhelming. And a couple of our clients, they do ask, do you supply during the year? You know, sometimes in March or June I might feel for a dozen. I was like, yeah, once the order comes in, we're definitely operational, or will reboot to cater to the needs of the public.
Could you share the cost of your items
Certainly.
with us?
The fruit cake, black cake, is being sold at $120. That's an 8-inch cake. We have the puncher creme. They're sold at $120 a bottle. We have the sorrel, that's $30 a bottle, and both sorrel and puncher creme, the bottle size is 750 ml. The pastels, both beef and chicken, they're sold at $150 per dozen. And fish and veg, they're going at $160 per dozen. Obviously, if it's half dozen, it's half the price. So, yes.
You mentioned before that you could be reached on Facebook at Pastelles Anyone. How else can people contact you for orders?
Okay, you can reach me on my mobile contact, 716-5251. You can reach me via email, Kadisha_m@yahoo.com, and Facebook is one of our mediums that we pretty much get a lot of interaction for. Like I said previously, we're also on BBM A8575A9, and you can definitely be sure to see us mostly within the central area, because we're centrally based, doing a lot of promotions and pretty much interacting with potential customers out there. So yes, those are all mediums of getting in touch with us.
This is the problem. There's no way in Trinidad. We have to go Venezuela to get this. And this is as simple as it is. So we couldn't make what it is we want, the amount we wanted to make, and the variety. So we're hoping that with our exposure, we'll be able to widen the horizon with people who bring in these things so that crafters can find a place where they can shop to get material.